Welcome to Get Into It with Tammy Roman. Thank you, soulmates, for joining me tonight. My Ask Tammy is coming up, and I have some good advice for a guy who sent in a question about his dilemma. Now, he wants to know if it's okay to lie to your spouse. So, I have words for that. And you don't want to miss my Power Minute, which is all coming up later in this show. But I can't wait to get into our topic today. How do you know when it's time to keep fighting for your relationship or to just call it quits? And joining in on that conversation is my very special guest, actor Jackie Long. I'm sorry, Jackie, because I love you. But we have to get into my unpopular opinion first. Queen Naija comes for the body shamers. She posted a photo of herself in a bikini last week on her Instagram. And while she did get some positive compliments, many people went in on her butt. What I have to say about this is, why in the world do we have to comment about every single thing? Now, this young lady was very honest, and she said that she had taken fat. She basically had a fat transfer, right? So she took fat from certain parts of her body, and then she put it on her hips and her butt because she wanted to be a little more curvaceous. So that anytime, you move fat, it dimples, just like it dimples in the place that it's in. So yes, if she took the fat pocket and moved it from her stomach to her butt, it's going to be dimply. That does not mean that you guys have to comment that her butt is dimply. It's so much body shaming going on in the world today. It's so ridiculous. Whatever a person chooses to do that they feel is going to make them happy, then allow those people to do that. Because for me, I too got my butt done. Okay. Now, y'all ain't gonna never see me in a bikini, but I got my butt done too. And I did it because I wanted to have a little more junk in my trunk. And I feel like when people see me, it fits my body frame. It's not outrageous. I did just a little bit, and I'm very happy with it. I too would be annoyed if every time I posted a picture, somebody had something to say about my butt. It's like, you guys worry about what's happening in your mirror and let other people worry about their situations at home and mind your business. I mean, it's just too much. You don't have to comment about everything. But I will say this: if you're going to do a body enhancement, make sure that you do your research and you find doctors, because y'all see what happened with K. Michelle. Now, she had her butt done for many years, and then it started causing all kinds of complications, and she had to have that stuff removed. So I want to go on record as saying, if you choose to do any type of enhancement or any type of elective cosmetic surgery procedure, make sure that you look for a proper physician. Look on their website, find out look at their before and after pictures, see their reviews, go to the Better Business Bureau, see if there are any complaints. Like, really make sure that you're going to the proper person to get these procedures, because the Tijuana and Colombia and the Dominican Republic, and you see what happened. Hazel E went over to Turkey, and now she has problems with both her breasts. You know what I'm saying? So going out the country, I don't recommend that. Find a U.S. physician that is qualified for the procedure that you're trying to get. It looks like Ashanti has all of y'all confused, about who she is dating these days. She posted a picture on social media about how much fun she was having on her trip in Cancun. They was turned. Wasn't they turned though? Okay, they was turned for real. And then she posted another picture standing next to a guy, and you guys automatically think that she's dating him. Now, if you look at this photo, anybody with half sense know that particular man is not interested in Ashanti. for reasons that we just have to go ahead on and acknowledge. Okay. I have a good sense of discernment, and that man doesn't seem like he want fish or anything dealing with fish. That's just my personal unpopular opinion on that photo. But y'all have got to stop thinking that every time a person is pictured with someone, that's who they're involved with. The woman is on vacation. She had to stop her vacation, stop down on that turnt moment that we saw to let us all know that that was her manager in that photo, okay? And that they are not romantically involved. And I'm going to say this, if I feel like I know because she was pictured with Flo Rida too, and y'all tried to say that she was linked to Flo Rida, and she said, nope, that's like my brother. There's no romantic involvement here. So this is what I'm thinking. We have yet to see Ashanti bring her personal business public as it pertains to who she's romantically involved with. So this is my guess. Ashanti got a billionaire over in another country somewhere, and that she not going to let us know who it is until they actually tie the knot. You know, she's like Janet Jackson, and remember Rihanna, we didn't know anything was going on, and she popped up on a yacht with a billionaire. That's what I'm thinking. Ashanti's traveling that road. And since most of us is just trying to date the guy that works at the Popeyes, or either the rapper with the latest song out, or either the baller who just got drafted, because that's where y'all be headed most of the time. You don't even understand the road that she on. I feel like it's a billionaire in the works, and then she just gonna pop out and be in her wedding gown and everything. Might even be fully covered in a hijab. You know, she might make a full transformation for us, you know, for that coin. But we gonna see when the woman wants us to see. Until then, stay up out her business, okay? Then what's my next story that I want to talk about? Let me see what else I got going on. I want to say that I'm sad that everyone is getting divorced, okay? And I am at a point where I just need y'all to keep it together. Why can't anybody keep it together? It really is disturbing when I look out as a person who's married for the second time. It's like, did y'all learn anything in the first marriage? Because some of these people have been married either 20 some odd years, where they should have known each other long enough to know how to deal with the interworkings of their relationship. For others, it's their second marriage. It's like, have y'all learned anything where you can keep these relationships together? And then when you're getting divorced, I'm noticing that when the women in these situations ask for some type of support, people are getting annoyed. Now, I said that to say this, okay? Forest Whitaker's divorce is finalized after 3 years. Now, we loved Forest and Keisha together, but they listed irreconcilable differences as the reason for ending their marriage, claiming that it was impossible for the parties to live together as husband and wife. Unfortunately, okay, but Keisha has filed and asked for spousal support. Y'all mad? I don't know why you're mad. Anytime, let me just tell y'all the law. When you get married and the couples decide to part ways, if there's not a prenuptial agreement or a postnuptial agreement that has been solidified and signed by both parties, spousal support, unless the people within the marriage say, I don't want it. Like, I don't want nothing from you. I'm getting on down the highway. Unless they say that, by law, the spouse that asks for spousal support from the majority breadwinning party within the relationship is entitled to spousal support for half the life of the marriage. So, Forrest and Keisha, okay, were married for 3 years. So for 1.5 years, she would be entitled to some type of compensation because he was the majority breadwinner and she was a homemaker. I just want y'all to know how it works out here in these divorce streets, because y'all are not informed and you always take it out on the woman when they ask for something. Speaking of asking for something, have y'all seen how Nicole is asking Dre for half of his $1 billion empire? Now, listen, baby, what they had said was that they have to now go into court to deal with the finances, okay? Now, that's not going to happen until July, but they are definitely going in, Nicole and Dre, because his fortune is worth $800 million. And Nicole said, I want my half, and I want my half right now. Now, he reportedly gives her, let me get this number right, $293,306 a month. Let me say it again. $293,306 a month for spousal support. Now, the kids is grown, and so there's no child support involved, because I think if they would have had some young kids, she might have been getting $500,000 a month, okay? But she still want half. And I'm going to go on record as saying, get it. And I know y'all going to be mad at me. But Nicole, even though you're getting that 293, go head on and get half, because y'all have been married for 20, I think it's like 25, 26 years. That's a long, so we talking about going all the way back to 1996. And so she's been there throughout his entire career. She's raised the kids. She's been a support. She's been the homemaker. We don't know. It could have been moments where stuff he didn't know, and she stepped in and tried to help him with that in terms of with his business. I feel like as a female, she is entitled to half, because she was a part of the process as he was building this empire. And I know what y'all saying. Tammy going on somewhere with that. But you know what this is, right? It's my unpopular opinion. And I think she should get it. And that's all I'm going to say about that. Listen here. Today's show, I'm really excited about it, because we're going to be talking to Jackie Long. Jackie Long is in this building, and we're going to be talking about how do you know when it's time to keep fighting for your relationship or to just call it quits. And I think he's the perfect person to get into it with, because he used to date my friend. One of my friend girls, Angel Brinks. And so I want to get all up in his tea on why they decided to call it quits and why they didn't feel like they should have fought for that relationship, because I thought they was cute. So Jackie Long is here, and he's going to be joining this conversation with me and just enlightening me. And I will get all up in his business for me and for you. So stay right where you are, because we will be right back. This, of course, is Get Into It with Tammy Roman on FOXSOUL. Welcome back to Get Into It with Tammy Roman. Don't forget that if you want to see more FOXSOUL content, subscribe to their YouTube channel and make sure you hit that notification bell to get all the best updates on their new videos and live shows. And don't forget to hit the thumbs up button and tell us how you like the content and how you feel in the comment section. Now, my guest today is a gifted artist, director, and producer. You have seen him in everything from The Parkers to his lead role in ATL to The Real Husbands of Hollywood, and now his latest project, Games People Play, is on BET. Please welcome somebody I know a long time. Jackie Long is in the building.
Hey, what's up, Tammy? How you doing? I got to make sure I stay 6 feet apart right now in this interview.
Even on the video.
Just letting you know. And if I say some things out of line in this interview, I'm going to let you know I'm a little tipsy right now. I just had lunch. And yeah, the meeting got further back and back. So I had to get a little drink because I was getting stressed. So I had to take a little drink. And the drink got me here, though. The drink got me here.
You're present. You are present and available. And that's all I can ask for.
I'm here. I'm right here. I'm right here.
But I hope you're gonna be cognizant enough to talk about this topic now, because
well, let's see. If not, I can drink more.
No, I don't want you to drink no more because I want the real truth, and I know how you do. But I'm talking today, Jackie, about is it really over? And when do you know it's time to either keep fighting for a relationship or just call it quits? You know, and so I'm asking you because you've been tied to one or two popular peoples.
I ain't saying no names because I don't want to say no names. I don't give nobody no love. I don't need no love
I ain't
no
gonna
more.
say no names.
Okay, no need to say no name. Go ahead.
I ain't gonna say no names. But
I'm
on
listening.
this is what I'm getting to. That part is irrelevant. What inspired? Like, what was the moment that you say, we just can't keep going? And then were there moments even within those relationships that you say, I want to keep fighting a little bit because maybe there's a chance we could make it work?
Okay, I'm gonna ask you like this, Tammy. With the way the world is right now, and I was in a relationship, I would say, of course, before COVID, and I was out of it right before the COVID.
Mm-hmm.
So relationships have been different since all this stuff happened. Because if you was in a relationship during this time of the pandemic, most girls probably either got pregnant or you either broke up because you really got to see what that person was or who that girl really was. Like,
you're in close quarters and you're spending all this time together because nothing was over, right?
It's rather different than like if you a dude trying to get at a girl or with a girl and she like, baby, where you at? You might be at your homie house doing nothing, playing video games, smoking weed, drinking, whatever. But you telling her, I'm at the office, I'm doing such and such or whatever, but you really not. Now, COVID
well, that's a problem, but that ain't what topic we on tonight.
Exactly. So now this pandemic came and you got to really see who people really are. Mm-hmm. If you really about your paper, if you really about your work, if you really about your focus. So lucky enough, I wasn't in a relationship at this time. I had just got out of one. Mm-hmm. And not to say if I could have went back to the relationship or whatever, work it out.
So there's one person in particular that that I'm familiar with you guys' relationship. We're not saying names, but I just thought it was like, on the outside looking in, I was like, yo, it's the cutest because he about his business, she about her business, and to see you guys come together, I was like a champion for you guys, right? So then when I saw you guys had broken up, I was like, what happened and why didn't they try to make that what felt so special to us on the outside looking in work?
Well, it's a lot of things that the people don't see and the people don't know. So the things that people don't see and don't know is what the problem be. Not to say this and say that, but no relationship in life is perfect. Not a relationship with your parents is perfect. Right. But in relationships, it's a lot of things that come with relationships. You got to have trust. You got to have honesty. You got to have respect. Absolutely. You got to have loyalty. It's so much different things. And me being an actor, it's hard for me to be in a relationship sometimes. And I'm not saying
that. Why do you say that?
And I'm not gonna say it's hard, but it's semi-hard. And the reason why I say it is because I'm known to always get a job where I have to be the ladies' man, or I'm the sex symbol to the girl, or whatever. I got to get the hot girl, or whatever. That makes, if not even that, I have to work.
But these are characters, so I mean, like that shouldn't interfere with what you do at home, unless you're, making it a little more something on the set, Jackie.
Listen. First of all, I'm grateful to do the job that I have. Yes. I'm not doing my job to abuse it, meaning to get women, to get
no, I didn't
to get a celebrity status. I do my job because I love it. And if a girl who is attempting to get to know me or be with me or marry me or whatever, she has to know I take my job real serious, just like I'm going to take my relationship serious. But when I'm at my job, I'm going to separate my relationship from my job. When I go to work, I'm at work. I'm not thinking about my relationship. I'm not thinking about my wife. I'm thinking about how at work, whatever I do good, I'm going to make it better for my relationship or my wife. So I'm not going to come to work focus on my relationship. I'm coming to work to do my lines, and maybe I might have to be in character for my wife that's on my show that I have to get my mindset for. So, in some relationships, depending on what you do and what she do, I just say some people are not adapt to certain people career path, what they do. So they have to get used to it. And so in certain situations,
are you the person who tends to say, you know what, this is just not working because you're not understanding what's happening in my career and how I got to entertain and how I got to network and how I got to do all the things I got to do to be Jackie Long, the actor producer, versus the Jackie that comes home to you?
I tell you this, I'm not the one to say it's over, it's done, because I'm the type of person that I'm so laid back and just chill, and I love to work so much. I'm not going to let my work or my girl or whoever, either one of them mess up each other. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to play my card and be cool and talk it out if we can. But if somebody doesn't understand and they feel that, or if they're assuming this and assuming that, I can't help them on that. All I can do is play my part and know that and hope that I can have a girl who understands my career and know when I go to work, just because I'm with this girl right now, that doesn't mean I want to be with her. Right now, I'm not Jackie Long at my job. I'm playing whatever character that these people hired me for. So you have to respect that. That's just like whatever it is that you do at work, whatever it is. I'm not going to point the finger and say this at work. You talk like if you was my girl, Tammy, and you did the radio host right now, what I'm going to get mad because you interview every man that comes on your camera? Oh, what, you got his number after that? I can't do that. That'll stress you out. That'll make you not even want to be with me because you like this dude tripping for no reason. And all I'm doing is really working.
But I will, and I understand that, but I will say that when you make a decision to fight for a relationship, because that situation means more to you than losing it would mean, right? Then that means you have to be able to put your guard down and be vulnerable and offer some element of compromise. So even though certain situations may not be preferable, right? Like where a woman is constantly asking you what's going on, or did you get her number, or all that. Say that those aren't preferable conditions. But if you're willing to work and make that person understand and feel comfortable in the dynamic, feel like that's a part of fighting for a relationship to save it, is making
I'm like this. Anything I love, I'm always gonna fight for it. But when God tells me that this is not the one and it's not gonna work, I gotta go with my heart and I gotta go with God, because God is opening the door for me that He sees that I tried.
So God was the one that told you about the one that I like, that y'all shouldn't be together. God had told you that. I just want to get clarity, because if God said it, then I gotta let it go.
You gotta talk to God then, because God put me in a better situation in life that I have never ever seen, and I thank God for this situation that I've been in. You know, and not to say I have no bad flaws with nobody. I wish who we talking about the best. You know, I wish them nothing but the best. Great human being, nothing bad to say. You know, I just wish them nothing but the best. I've moved on in my life and my career, and I've been doing so good and great. There's been no flaws in my life. My heart has been happy. My family's happy. My friends that I've talked to and deal with, and business partners, everybody's happy right now. And I couldn't ask for nothing better in life right now. You know, my past relationship was maybe about 2 years ago now. That hadn't even been in my mind no more, you know. But just to bring it up, since we talk about relationship, like I say, you know, when you're in a relationship, you hope everything goes right. You hope everything goes well. You hope you can get married and have a happy family and all of the above. But life isn't perfect. You know,
do you ever sit back and look out at some of your friends and be like, they need to probably go ahead on and give this up now, because y'all been doing this so many times and going around and around. Do you get up in your friend's business like that, where you just sometimes want to say,
some of them,
be one of the moments that you just call it a day?
Like I'm an honest guy, so I tell my friends, like, you treating that. I tell my dudes, like, you treating that girl wrong, man. You don't need to be wasting your time with her if you're gonna be treating her like that, because that girl really like you right now.
Yeah.
You don't need to break her heart over, you know, whatever it is. You treating her like this, you doing this on the side or whatever.
Yeah,
I tell a girl, like, you know, same thing. I'm a real dude. I'm a happy person. I love just being happy all day, every day around whoever. I like to be the life of the party. You'll never know if I'm sad or if I'm unhappy, because, you know, I always live like, if somebody passed in my life, my heart might be broken, but I'm gonna live like my heart is so happy because I'm living for them. They would say, don't be sad because of me. Don't be upset because of me. Live your life. And that's how I live my life every day. You know, I just try to wake up every day. And first of all, thank God I woke up to go through stress, pain, happiness, sadness, whatever it is, glory, whatever. I'm grateful for all that. I hang around good people in my life that's great friends. I have a great job. I have a great family. And I get to travel the world and see things that people don't see. I wish the world could see the things that I see.
And you need to share that with somebody. But is there somebody that's in the world? Like, is something happening that you could give us a little exclusive on?
Listen, it's late.
When you start,
it's ladies that I love. I love all women. I don't care what size, what shape, what color. And I honestly, recently, my girl has been my work. I'm not gonna lie. Since my last relationship, nothing was to make me say I'm just focused on work. It wasn't no bad relationship. I just felt, you know what, after that relationship, God's telling me, become who you really want to be, Jackie, before you get your girl. Because when you become who you really want to be, you're going to have the life that you want to have, you know, with the girl, the family, whatever it is. And I think I'm on my way and my path to doing everything that I want. You know, I don't care about telling my age. I'm a real dude. I don't look it. I'm 39 years old. As a male, I got the whole world in my hands to have kids. As a woman, I know y'all have that time frame. But what I'm saying is, not to say I want a kid that's young, a girl that's young, or whatever. I just know I want to have everything right to have the best woman that I can have in my life, because I'm a character, I'm fun, I'm romantic, I'm a gentleman. You will be, after God, it'll be you and everybody else. You know what I'm saying? So all you got to do is love me how I'm going to love you, baby, and everything will be happy. You know, you do your work, I do my work, and we'll be a happy family. And I can, how I smile every day, I hope I'm able to put this smile on your face as well, and we can live a happy ever after life.
Now it's almost too good to be true. Listen, when we return, we're going to talk more about how to know when it's time to keep fighting for your relationship, or when it's time to call it quits. But more importantly, Jackie Long is in the building, and he said he's making some changes and working on himself to learn how to love himself. And when we come back, we're going to hear more about that. This is Get Into It with Tammy Roman. Welcome back to Get Into It with Tammy Roman. I am excited because a really good friend of mine that I've known for a very long time is here to talk about relationships and how do you know when to keep fighting for them or call it quits. Jackie Long is in the building, y'all, and he has been very, very transparent about his past relationships and things that, you know, he's grown from and learned from. So then continuing in that transparency, I'd like to ask you, is there someone from your past that you would give a second chance to if afforded the opportunity?
I'm gonna be honest with you. And I tell some people that I wouldn't sometimes, but every girl that I ever messed with, I'll probably give them a second chance.
And why is that? Because it was you and not them?
Say it again.
Because it was you that was kind of like not ready to have that level of relationship or commitment in the relationship?
I just think at the times when I had any relationships, I think some of them, sometimes I was too young. I think some of them I was just learning how to be a man. I think some, when I became a man, I was still just finding who I really was. And some, I think some of the girls was doing the same, having similar problems.
Yes.
So I just think some of the things didn't work out. And I think if I was that person to ever give that person a second chance, it probably could be better and understand. You know what I'm saying? We understand each other. But in today's life, the way this world is so much going on. Of course, you would say, I don't want to give nobody a chance because you got girls messing with girls nowadays. You got girls messing with your best friend, and it's too much. So deep down in my heart, yeah, I would give any of my exes a second chance. But just the way,
I love that you said that, because just to see you held yourself accountable through every situation and said, well, I was dealing with this, or I wasn't ready for that, and I was growing up. And so just to be that vulnerable enough to say, yo, I wasn't ready for the situations I had in the past. So maybe all of them are deserving of a second chance. I really like that you took that approach to that.
I mean, you know, I'm just being honest. They not perfect. I'm not perfect. You know, everybody, every day we learn something every day, whether if it's learning how to walk across the street, you learn something new every day. You go to a different city, a state, everybody got different laws, everybody got different rules. So you learn something all the time. And to say all that, it's just like a relationship. You have to learn from every relationship. You don't want to be in so many relationships. You want to learn from the relationship you're in, if anything, you know? So you got to think, it's so many things that you have to involve yourself in a relationship. If you're young, you live with your parents probably, and you're trying to have a relationship. Now y'all might get older, out of school and go to college. You're trying to build a relationship. Then if you get older enough, y'all probably had a baby in college. Y'all probably end up trying to move in together, whether if it's an apartment, a house. It's so many stages that you have to learn.
To go through in order to learn how to maneuver in a healthy relationship. Let me say that. Do you feel you have a type? Do you have a type? Because were all the women similar, either in aesthetic or personality? Like, does Jackie Long have a type?
I'll tell you this. I'll keep it real with you. I'll keep this part with you real too. Everybody, you know, assume because of the roles that I play or the characters, they think I'm such a good guy and such a smiley, happy guy. I am. Don't get me wrong, but it's a bad side to me. And there's a good side and a bad side. But my bad side is, you wouldn't believe it, I love the loud talking girls, the thuggish girls. I love the thuggish girls, the tattoo girls. I might like a girl who roll a blunt up every now and then. You know what I'm saying? I'm just being real. I don't want the sophisticated girl who's blonde, but it's a girl who smoke a blunt right now that can do the same thing and look good. It's a girl right now that own a beauty salon, do hair every day, and when she get dressed up, look good as hell. I'm not out to look for a celebrity.
It don't have to be no bougie.
It don't have to be no bougie girl. I'm not out to look for a celebrity girl, a singer, a rapper. I don't care if you worked at Mickey D's. Long as you know how to take off that Mickey D outfit, and we can use that Mickey D outfit. We can use that Mickey D outfit later for role play. But when you take off that Mickey D outfit and you look on, and you got on that whoever designer you got on, and you looking good, that's all that matters to me. You know what I'm saying? So,
now, is this you, or because I feel like you're giving me a little bit of your character from games people play?
No, I'm just honestly saying, like, to have a relationship and be happy, y'all just gotta vibe, communicate, be honest, and your relationship gonna be good. Take your girl everywhere you go. Introduce her to whoever you with. If she don't now have her around when you chilling with your boys until she get tired of it, and see what y'all really do. Are y'all really just kicking it and playing video games? Okay, I'm gonna go home because y'all ain't doing nothing. But at least you know.
Right.
You know,
right.
so just do the little things that y'all think don't count, and everything will work out.
And everything
you know, if
work.
not, huh?
I was going to ask you though, but what you started by saying you've done some work for yourself to get to a point to where you know what you're looking for when you look for a relationship now, and what you want to see in a woman, and what you expect your relationship to have and be. What work did you do? What did those moments look like for you?
I started listening to myself more, and not just always saying yes to things that I know shouldn't have been a yes to, and being more patient and knowing more information about being in a relationship. You know, you got to think, there's so many things you can be in a relationship that can put you in a place that you don't know that you can be either ready for or right for. You can mess with a girl who, say for instance, just had a baby, brand new, 2 months, 1 month. She not what to do, but you started messing with her, and she shouldn't even be talking to nobody if she just had a baby that's a month old or 2 months. But if she hadn't been with the dude for however, it could have been a year or 2 years, and she had the baby now, who knows? But what I'm saying is, you can be a man and get in a situation where now you can be either a stepfather, and you never been in this situation, because I don't have no kids. I'm 39, no kids yet. So any relationship I go in, I might either be in a relationship where a girl don't have no kids, or I might be in a relationship where a girl can't even have kids no more, or can't even have kids, period. Or I can be with a girl who have 2 kids and 3 or 4 baby daddies.
And if you end up in a relationship with a girl who does have kids, and let's say it doesn't work out, do you keep the relationship with the child, or do you just kind of let it all go?
It all depends on their age range. It all depends on their age range. If a kid is 2 or 3, they don't know nothing. If a kid is old enough, the 11 and 12-year-old, you can stay in contact with them, but at the end of the day, if your mom is moved on and you moved on with your mother, there's nothing else to communicate with you about, you know, unless we was doing something together that we just stayed as a good person that I am, and like, oh, let's stay doing that. I don't mind that. But at the end of the day, I'm not going to stay doing something
that the other party doesn't want you to be a part of.
You know what I'm saying? So it'll feel kind of awkward. But am I that type of person that will always stay communication with the kid? Of course. But if I feel that the parent is involved, no, I don't want to talk to the kid, because I don't like if the parent is like, did you talk to such and such a day? Did they hit you, or did you hit them, or how many times? I don't want that. If I want a relationship with the kid, I want the relationship to be with me and the kid.
Yeah.
You know, so, but I don't mind. I don't mind.
Well, tell me about your show. What's going on Games People Play?
Games People Play, playing a lot of motherfucking games this season. That's what I can say. A lot of damn games. It's a lot going on. And Kareem Johnson, me, got a lot going on. I don't even want to tell you no surprises, but it's a lot going on, Tammy.
Like one little something that we can hold on to, because you got, come on now, give me a little something.
I got a new job. I tell you that. I got a new job.
Okay.
I got a new job. I got a new job. And speaking of relationship, y'all will be happy about my relationship on the show this season.
Okay.
How about that? Y'all will be more than excited about my relationship on the show this season.
Okay, so I'm excited about that then. I mean, you gave us a little something to hold on to so we could be locked in when it starts up.
Let me tell you something. Kareem Johnson, if he wasn't your favorite character, he might be your favorite character now.
Oh.
And that's on Jesus Daddy.
Okay.
And that's on Jesus Daddy. I tell you that now.
All
Just
right.
being honest.
I believe that.
I'm doing a lot of things in this show, and I've done a lot of things, but there's some things I've done on this show that I ain't done a lot like this in my career ever or in a minute. So
okay, so you pushed yourself a little this season.
I'm pushing myself beyond the limits. I have no limits this year. It's a lot that I want to do and where I want to go in my career, and going 5% on when they say action ain't good enough for me. I got to go 3,000. I got to go 3,000%. So,
well, I'm excited because you one of the most talented actors. Like we've been in the game for the same amount of time. You know what I mean? You were always younger than me, but I'm saying, like, I would see you out there grinding, doing your thing, and super freaking talented. So I love the fact that you're saying, like, I'm putting in the work and I'm doing this and I'm excited about my character. I love to hear that. But before you leave, Jackie, I do want to ask you a couple of questions because I do this thing called Tammy's Fast Five. So I'm going to throw these questions out at you and you answer them with the first thing that comes to your mind. Okay?
Okay.
If you had to eat one meal every day for the rest of your life, what would it be?
Hot dog.
Really? A damn hot dog?
Because it's fast. I want to say a pork chop and a pork chop. I want to say a fried pork chop, but that's gonna take too long to cook.
That would have hit my heart. That would have hit my heart.
Listen, I can eat a fried pork chop and red beans and rice and cornbread every day.
There it is. I like that one better. What's the best piece of advice you've ever been given?
Say it again.
What's the best piece of advice you've ever been given?
The best piece of advice I ever. You haven't. This is funny. You haven't made it until you get sued.
Okay. Well, then I'm happy I ain't made it yet. Okay, fill in the blank. I love to see women wearing ...
The right clothes on their body.
Okay. And what would that be for you? The right clothes. What is that?
The ones that fit you right, not showing too much ass and not showing too much tits. Okay, I don't care if it show a little bit of hip, but make sure it got a zip. Okay, that's all I'm saying. Save all that for me at the house. I don't need anybody else.
I respect that. What's the most embarrassing fashion trend that you used to wear?
Probably them big old pants where my bony ass probably needed to wear the pants that we wearing today. The spandex damn near. But I was wearing probably like a size 40 pants that didn't make no sense.
What?
And I was bony as hell. Yeah, you know that was the trend back in the day. Everybody wore a big clothes. I could never do that again. I'm too bony. I look stupid. I look like I was wearing a blanket.
Yeah. I see it. I visualize.
That was stupid.
I don't like it so much. What's one thing about you that surprises people?
That I'm very humble and real. I'm very humble.
That's a surprise. I think when people look out at you and they meet you and they see you, we get that from you. That resonates. So I don't necessarily know that that's a surprise. You definitely resonate humbly.
Okay, well, I'll say that I don't know. People say I look better in person than I do on TV.
I can see them saying that, and I can see that. I feel like that too, because you're definitely handsome. The ladies, he said he's single. Ladies, he said he's single right now.
Yes, I am. Yes,
he done the work, and he done self-reflected. He done did all that he had to do to get ready.
No kids.
Okay, kid-free. It's a kid-free zone for right now. But thank you, Jackie, for joining me tonight on Get Into It. Where can people connect with you on social media?
Everything I got, honestly, is Jackie Long. My Twitter, my Instagram, Snapchat is Actor Gang, but everything is literally Jackie Long. And if they want to buy some clothes and some products of mine, go to JackieLong.com. You can definitely do that. And season 2 of Games People Play will be out real soon. And yeah, I'm getting ready to shoot another big project, but I don't want to announce it yet. I'll wait till the announcement come out. But I will be in LA shooting something that people have been looking for. People have been looking to see it for years. So all I can say is, I'm having a blast. I'm great. I'm in Atlanta right now shooting, and I no complaints. I'm grateful. I have everything going the way I want it to go right now. So all I can say is thank you, Tammy, for doing this interview today. Thank you for catching up with me. I'm glad we got to connect. I haven't talked to you in a while. Matter of fact, I haven't seen you since that last audition in LA. And that was it. But you know, I'm glad we're here. I'm glad you still going. I'm glad COVID hasn't stopped you from doing nothing. And yeah, I wish you nothing but the best, baby, and I appreciate you.
Oh, I appreciate the love. I thank you so much, Jackie. The grind is real out here in these streets, but that's one talented brother. Let me tell you something. I've been watching him for a long time. That man knows what he's doing. So I'm excited about everything that's coming down the pipeline for him. For all of you, stick around because I have some advice for someone who wants to know which is worse, a white lie or the ugly truth. Ask Tammy is up next. Of course, this is Get Into It with Tammy Roman on FOXSOUL. Welcome back to Get Into It. I'm Tammy Roman, and it's time for Ask Tammy. Now, you have been sending me some really good questions, so please keep them coming. But here is today's question.
Tammy, what's up with it, man? Guess what? I'm in the car garage with it. But now I have a question for you, Tammy. Would you lie to make your partner happy? And where would you draw the line? You know what I'm saying? I understand honesty is the foundation of any relationship. Is there any such thing as a white lie? Or is the ugly truth necessary? You know what I'm saying? But don't get me wrong, I don't really care for a relationship like that, Tammy. I'm just asking for a friend, so, and your opinions do matter. So go ahead and let me know, and I'll let them know how you feel. You know what I'm saying? Peace. Checking out.
I love the fact that you're asking for a friend, first of all. And then when I give my advice, you're going to let them know what I had said. That was super cute. Listen, I absolutely do not think that you should lie in a relationship, no matter how big or how small. To that point, I have lied. in other relationships of the past, I have lied to just keep the peace in the situation. I have tried to, appease my partner and not tell the full truth one or two times in the past. And I learned that now that I'm not in that relationship anymore, that even the lie didn't serve me because we're no longer together. So I feel like when you're with someone that you truly care about and you want to spend time with them and you want to honor what commitment and honesty in a relationship is supposed to be, that you won't even want to lie. And they will be receiving of whatever truth it is that you're giving. You know what I mean? Like, not in a relationship. Now, if I'm going to call in sick and I may not actually be sick, but I don't feel like going to work that day, that's to my boss and them, and I might tell a little white lie. But with my mate, somebody that I'm laying in bed with, somebody that I'm spending the majority of my days and nights with, I, by no circumstances, want to lie to them. I got to keep it truthful and 100. I got to keep it a buck at all times. Because you know what I don't want them to do is turn around and lie to me. So what you want, you have to give. And reciprocity is a real thing. So when you give truth, you'll get truth. When you give honesty, you get honesty when you're with the right person. All right. So do you want advice on your relationship, your family drama, or a personal issue? Then I am the person to help you through that. All you have to do is send me a 1 to 2 minute video and email it to asktammy@foxsoul.tv. Up next, a quick message for the thirsty people in the world. My Power Minute is coming right at you. It's Get Into It with Tammy Roman on when you are in a position of power, you don't have to do too much. All you have to do is be, exist, live your best life, honey, because in a position of power, you can make it anywhere. It's the thirsty ones that be doing the most. You know, it's the thirsty ones that run around overexerting themselves, just exasperated, child, trying to prove they have value in a situation, running around with, like chickens with their heads cut off, looking for an out clause and an escape route. It's the thirsty ones, baby, that feel that they have to stay relevant in one situation where the person of power has multiple opportunities. Recognize when you have the power, when you are more about your hustle than the happenings of BS, when you are more about your power than petty, when you are more about your coin than chit chat, when you are more about faith than fear. That's when you have power. And let thirsty dogs lie. Oh, when you more about your coin than chit chat. That touched me right in the heart. Like it touched my spirit today. That's how relevant that message still is. I hope you caught what I was putting down. I want to thank you guys for watching tonight. Big thanks to my special guest, Jackie Long, and for his input on my topic today. I hope you learned something tonight, because I absolutely did. Some people are worth fighting for, and some people got to go. Just like me. I'm about to be out of here, but I'll be back next week.